Hello, and welcome to the World of Ravinia podcast, where we follow the tale of a group of college adventurers learning their trade in the classroom and real world at once. I am Dungeon Master Menvale, and when last we left the party, they had just returned from their latest venture off the campus grounds. When Derark Thunderwater went to test his skills at the melee crystal, once the battle, however, had turned tragic. When the illusionary world, he bested his opponent only for them to perish in the real world. Upon word of this reaching the students' village back home, they wished for blood, as they did not come from great means and had only authorized the incurrence of debt from Revivify. So Derark was sent away from the college, unbeknownst to his party and friends. How will they react when they hear the news of their friend? So now let us return to the world of Ravinia. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry it's been such a long break. Uh, Couple of things for a quick recap. So, when we last left off, the party had just returned to the college. Got to see the mass exodus of the, for most part, noble and royal heirs from the college due to the excessive incursions that have been seen upon the campus in recent times. You briefly took advantage of your few hours you had to kill before the lockdown. And technically, we got up to 8 a.m., but everybody's doors are still locked. But as you, as you players know, Derark was summoned away and has left the party to be returned to his home in Moradun. But your characters will soon be finding that out. So, allowing us to leave off where we left off, we join everybody once again, 8 a.m. Seeing that it is the first of the month, let me take care of one quick order of business. I need to drop your monthly stipends on everybody. Okay. So Zen, you should see something that just popped up on your screen. I figured I didn't want it getting lost in your inventory.
Okay.
That was included with your stipend.
Hmm.
And you will also notice you have a little extra coin compared to what you would have been expecting. Gargan, yours is popped up there. And your mystery dust count has gone up. And Andrekii.
What count went up?
Your dust.
Super. Thank you.
And then the note that came along with it should be popped up on your screen.
I see it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. And still waiting for Saul. Okay, I'm just going to set this to the side then. So, 8 a.m. For those of you that are awake, I'm trying to figure out who wouldn't be. I know Quark would be. I assume Andrakii and Gargan would be. Zin, are you a late sleeper?
No, I would say not.
No, I know Saul usually is. So at 8 a.m.
Soren comes from a distinguished family, so I get up nice and crack about 7:30.
So yeah, 8 a.m. when you're checking your boxes and your doors, if you check, your door is locked. You cannot get out of it.
Well, that's new. Not really. Anyway, box.
By about
college tuition.
By about 9 o'clock, you guys still your door is locked, but you get a quick note that's split under your door. All of you receive this. Just a quick little blurb ensuring that all students are to meet in the main field for an announcement as soon as the doors open. And that should be for within the next half hour, and to make sure everyone's out there before 10 o'clock.
Well. Time to get ready, I guess.
Still no Saul. Okay. All right. So, for those of you that kept checking, your door is finally open. You are able to get out to make your way out to the main field.
Yep. I'll come out adorning my normal attire. And my battle axe. I don't know if that's permitted, but I don't go anywhere without it. Oh. Do we see our fellow as we coming out? Are we kind of all in the same area, dormed, or?
Well, yeah, all students come from the same dorm building.
Okay. So, all right.
All 1,500 or so of them.
Jeez. Okay, dokie.
So yeah, gradually
well, I'd probably make my way to them then.
Well, you only have one member left of your party.
Yeah, and Is Megan present at the moment?
No. So
Nope.
you'll just
No, she's
Don't-
sleeping in. Tried to wake her up. She did. No.
Yeah, that will be taken care of and explained shortly. But yeah, so everyone just gets out to the field. I just heard a ping.
Da 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 da.
Saul.
Obla Kumosi Hestom.
So long for me to get on.
All right. Let me know once you're on. Okay, I just say a pop on. Let me know once you got your character logged in there. I have one thing I just dropped on your character sheet. I'm gonna drop the note on you so it pops up for you.
Okay. I'm acquiring file list right now. I'll deal with it. Keep going.
Okay.
Until I'm done.
All right. So, all of you go out. All the students gather in the main field. While they said to have everybody out there by before 10, it's a little more time has gone by. It's actually 1,500 students to gather up and get in organized rows takes a little longer than the 15-minute window coming out of one doorway. And you guys mill on, slowly get into your organized group. Okay. So yeah, Saul, you'll probably have to go to records, then characters, scroll down and click on Saul for you to actually be linked to the sheet. So yes, slowly you guys all get out there. Finally, closing in closer on noon, group is finally organized. Upon arriving, facing the stage, up on the stage you see Wilda Wonderwork, Donovan Rathborn, Martin Breyer, Tobias Van Letheren. Standing at the sides of the podium, seated behind them, you see Dwin, Umbert, Quincy, and Lazar. You also note that flanked along the sides from the stage, as well as around the crowd, are the entire security staff. As everyone settles, Lord Collingsworth finally emerges from behind the stage and goes to the podium. We have had a very trying term so far. I know that some of you are scared. I know many of you are angry. Trust in that we are taking all possible measures to ensure your safety. As such, for the next 2 weeks, before the winter break begins, the melee crystal will be temporarily closed while we investigate the latest matters which some of you, I'm sure, are now aware. The Grand Arena will remain open, with additional staff present at all matches that must be scheduled in advance. That said, we will have some... And you see Collingsworth just run his fingers along the side of his face as contemplation for this next statement. Guests, join us in about a week's time. Please do be sure to be on your best behaviors and keep a sharp eye. Finally, those of you in the party of Derark Thunderwater, please come to the admin building in 1 hour's time. You are all dismissed.
Do I
In
know
your
who that is?
case, you do not. Well, you know who it is, but Thoron, you will actually be grabbed by. I need to find their name. Where's. Actually, it'd be Donovan. Donovan would be the one to grab you. Coming off of the stage, he would grab you and say that you two should go and check in with Miss Fawnhopper at the admin building ASAP.
Right away. I'll make my way there then.
Yeah.
This way, right? Over here. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. He goes off on his way. As you get to the admin building, much the same anytime you've been to the admin building, it is fairly scarce. Not usually a ton of people in there. You go up to the main desk where Miss Fawnhopper remains seated as usual.
How are we going to do it this morning, miss?
Reading a book and just glances up at you briefly and then back at her book and just points to the wall across from her. Please wait over there.
Very well. I'll take a seat.
Just thumbing through her book, could not even be bothered to look up for more than half a second.
Very well.
There we go.
Not much of a morning person myself sometimes.
Okay. And Saul, I just popped up your note that you found in your stipend packet.
Solaris. Ooh.
Oh,
Can you remind me who Feyritha is?
that's Miss Fawnhopper's first name.
Okay, alright. That makes a lot more sense. Thank you.
Love the artwork for your guys' characters, by the way. Good stuff. Decent work on the half-elves.
Sorry, I forgot to drop
How
that
much-
on yours, Soren.
Oh.
How much was with the package, or is there like it in my inventory now?
It's already been added to your inventory.
Okay. And you needed me to do something, right?
No, that was for something you already did. That was from him having to go and his efforts in keeping a track of. Oh, what was her name now? I can.
I think it started with either an M or L. Mary something?
I think you're probably confusing it with Marissa, who was
No, like
Sybil's friend.
Merriweather? Something like.
Did I not copy her over from the other list first? One sec. Wendy Lightcaller. And yes, and that is, you have met her now, so I will move her over from the not met list to the list of those you have met. Because I forgot that she's also the one who trained you to use a bow.
Oh. That's a little that can turn into quite a fun friendship. I taught you how to use a bow. Don't shoot me in the ass. The damn cat! Don't shoot the fence.
Okay. All right. That, and that. Okay. So, the rest of you do finally head over to the admin building. Upon arriving at the admin building, you are greeted by Lord Collingsworth waiting by the reception desk. His face a bit somber, and after glancing over the group, that look deepens before he collects himself. As I'm sure you have noticed, young Master Thunderwater is not here. As a result of what happened in the melee crystal, he has been temporarily suspended. As such, he has been returned home for the foreseeable future. This matter is not being taken lightly, but was necessary due to the tensions of rising talks of discourse. As I see that, and you see a hard swallow go down before young Sybil has taken leave as well. I have asked Miss Fawnhopper to assist and find your party some help for the time being. These individuals have also recently lost some members. Allow me to introduce Soren Lionheart of the Lionheart clan. And Miss Fawnhopper will introduce your fellow comrade shortly, as they do not appear to be present right now. They will be joining you in any venture on and off campus you might partake in. I must be going. He gives a quick nod to Miss Fawnhopper, addressing her more so than you with this last statement. I trust you'll be able to assist with any further questions they might have. He gives one last look over the group. Everybody present, make a perception or insight check.
Am I present in the room?
You are. You are literally off to the side. Yeah.
I'll probably sitting off in the
standing
back.
because she didn't provide you a chair.
Standing off in the back. Probably would have just, yeah. Well, sitting is a little difficult with my tail. I have one of those really intricately pointy dragon tails. Perception, you said?
Or insight, your choice.
Oh, well, okay. Let's see what that's horrible. Yeah, I don't notice shit. I'm off in my own world.
Who am I?
Wee.
I can't believe someone actually rolled worse than me.
You're welcome. Dice killed me.
Oh,
if it's a Feywild risky creature,
it is not. No, it is.
That's just like
always trying to get your bonus.
That's right. Is this a Feywild risky creature?
I bet you if I was to roll that a second time, it'd come out better. Just because I know that the fucking dice always do that.
Okay, and Quark doesn't do any better. Okay. So, with the exception of Zin and Andrakei, you just see a guy go up the stairs and, okay.
We are legions.
You two, however, let's see here, were you both insight? Yes. You will have noted through Andrakei and Zin, you will both have noted throughout that conversation, every time he looked over you and every time he referenced Sybil, there seemed to be almost a tear in his eye.
Yeah, out of character, it kind of sounded like he was pretty choked up on a pretty deep emotion there. What can I ask? What happened to them? That caused this sorrow. I'm just curious, so I'm a little caught up.
Yeah, you can ask any in the party that. While you're saying your hellos, Miss Fawnhopper will actually come up to you, Zen.
Oh, I have another
and
cookie.
give you a quick hug and just say in your ear, your cousin will be fine.
I tap her back and say thank you very much for your um, embrace.
Uh,
All right.
I'll walk over. Supposed to be joining them, Miss Van Hopper. That's what I'm assuming.
You can see her roll her eyes and just look at you and go,
Sorry.
"You are capable of saying hello, aren't you?"
I'm a little shy. Sorry. It's a thing.
And you literally see her just blow the hair out of her eyes from her just.
Oh no. Sorry. I apologize. I'll leave you to your book. I'll walk over to the group. Hello. I'm Soren. Guess I'm joining you guys.
Quark, to get your sheet linked, you're probably gonna have to go to records, characters, and then scroll down and click on your character. I don't know why. With one of the updates, they all the sheets got unlinked for some reason.
Actually managed to get it from the loading site. Like the character words are opened, and I just clicked on my character like usual.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
So yeah, Soren comes over and says hi. Is anyone going to take the lead on this?
Yeah, I noticed his confusion when they talked about Derark, and I introduce myself and I say, yeah, Derark was one of our close companions pretty much the entire time we were at the college. The Melee Crystal was a place where we would hold sort of virtual magical battles where you
You won't have to explain that part. He's been a student at the school for the past 2 months.
Well, so you've been here for a while. I would have thought,
I've been here for a little bit. I'm just I tend to be a bit shy. Doesn't really do much for my outgoingness.
Sure,
I am a very nice dragonborn. I'm just not a very outgoing one.
Yeah, and from the looks of your portrait, I could see why we just overlooked you for the last half year. But unfortunately, just the other night, in what we thought was going to be a routine Melee Crystal outing, it looked like it just seemed like it was real, and he cleaved his opponent in half, meant him no harm, thinking that this would be like any other Melee Crystal interaction, but it was all too real. And the opponent perished, and he was promptly taken away. And so we miss him very much, but that explains his absence.
Well, you have my condolences. I can attest to the fact of loss. Something I would probably tell you just in confidence is I lost my older brother. He died in battle.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I said. My father grieves regularly over it, but it was no more than a month before I got here.
Oh my.
So it is a hard time, but at the same time, his spirit lives on because he was honestly the best of. I mean, he was a damn good fighter. He was just outbested. One simple arrow. It's amazing what the difference between a ranger and one good place shot that you'd never see coming. But on to more pleasant matters.
Yeah, and as far as Sybil, I think our friend Saul maybe better able to explain
I
her
heard
place in the world.
that someone's gonna be okay. At least. Is that what I heard?
Yes, so Sybil departed. I think the best way to put it would be a difference in life goals. So originally she was very committed to college, but circumstances regarding one of the incidents we encountered as a group sort of took up her more of her attention. There was I don't know, I forget what it was. Was it an infection or just or a curse that was
It was infection, as far as you would be able to. Yeah, that would be the best way to explain it.
members of an orphanage and a close friend of hers was infected by I think a disease, and so her priority shifted to taking care of the people she cared about more than her own personal future. It was a peaceful parting, but it was
Is everybody on the mend?
a little disappointing.
I hope everybody's gets well on that. That does not sound like a pleasant feat I would wish to endure, and I'm sorry they have to.
We managed to resolve the situation as clearly as possible.
Hey, any positive outcome is a good outcome, so... Well, I hope we can establish a good, clear, happy, foreseeable relationship as a party. This should be quite the interesting to do, I would say. Well,
To a productive collaboration?
yes, indeed.
And
Yeah.
I'm sort of thinking out loud to the whole party, trying to piece together Collingsworth, why he was particularly emotional about Saul. I'm going off out of character. I'm going through my notes. I wish my handwriting was better. I see one thing in Sybil's vision. She saw Lord Collingsworth suggesting some sort of connection, but I'm blanking on if our group knew more about that connection, or we're maybe just starting to learn that there is. I can't remember what we knew, but there was definitely.
I'm not sure if either of them would have shared anything from their visions.
So okay,
well,
so
especially Sybil especially wouldn't have.
Okay, all right. So that I may have just heard that because everybody was hearing everything, but maybe the character didn't. Understood. All right, so we are still in the dark about that then.
Yes.
Okay. So nothing.
Yeah, because Sybil was very closed mouth about a lot of her stuff, so she wouldn't have come out and said, "Oh, I had this vision of this person."
So, curiously, when we're in a group like this, is it at the college? Does it work where we all have our own separate dorms, but do we as a group meet somewhere? Do we have a guild hall? I guess I'm thinking WoW terms here. Do we we're gonna go raid? Do we
usually meet up in the mess hall?
All right, mess hall.
Yeah, it's generally we just set a time, and then the group gathers at the mess hall for meals, and then we discuss our future plans.
Usually in between classes, if we have any free time, we can leave the campus. We'll meet up, get all of our equipment ready, and then head out.
Is this like college? Do we have alpha, beta, zeta groups and shit like that, or we got those college alumni bullshit and the secret societies and stuff? No, I'm just curious because I gotta know. Is this more like Harry Potter University or more like actual college but with swords? I don't know. Just curious.
So you've been attending actual classes, like even the
Yeah.
fighters. You're attending classes, learning about the art of how to use a blade and things like that, as well as some like actual physical training. In addition to the classes in the skills lab, learning your various skills. Some people studying on history, studying on arcana. Some people
Okay.
literally just going and learning languages.
All right. No, I was just curious because, like, I mean, yeah, I mean, it what it sounded like from the assembly is that when he said this group from this certain person, please report. It sounded
Yes.
like
So
okay.
you were registered to a group as well. Just there's only 2 of you left.
Oh, okay. So we're getting transferred basically into a new
Yeah.
party. Okay.
That'd be the best way to explain it.
Okay. So we're getting okay. All right, I see what's going on. We're basically like, oh, you just got transferred from this class to that class. Ha. Okay.
Not really a class. It's in order to be able to leave the campus, you have to be with a registered party.
Oh, and because we're not a big enough group anymore, we're not a
Yes,
registered.
and there's a minimum
technically
of
a
4
registered.
people to form a party.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that makes more sense. I'm just learning the rules.
Yeah.
All right. Clarified. I'm good.
Okay.
Soren?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I'm not used to who's speaking yet.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with anime?
Yes.
Like the major ones?
Uh-huh.
Our educational structure is similar to My Hero Academia.
Oh. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Sorry, sometimes you gotta talk to the child in me. I'm 34 years old with the heart of a 20-year-old, I swear.
Until you said that, I didn't even think of that. Like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Actually,
I watch a lot of One Piece and a lot of Naruto and stuff like that, so
Well, I
watch
guess
the
you could
very quick One
also
Piece.
say kind of like the early Ninja Academy of Naruto.
Okay, that makes even more sense because I watched the unholy shit out of Naruto.
Or, well, I guess assassin class wouldn't really count because they're trying to kill one person, but they're also learning, sort of thing.
Nah, I watched the unholy hell out of Naruto. It's pathetic. my unforming guilty pleasure. Ever.
It's a mix of classroom and small group training.
Okay. All right. That makes perfect sense. Thank you. I just wanted to get the feel of what the school is like. If I should act more like Hermione and them, or if I should act more like Naruto and his goofy ass. I don't know. So, thank
To
you.
be fair, our group is pretty much on the slacker line. We do the bare minimum of requirements staying in the college and then try to do our own stuff.
Saul, speak for yourself. Garkin definitely puts in his fair share of class time.
Well,
Target is definitely the school kid in the group. But
my father would.
But he's also a wizard, so you can't say that it's not expected.
yeah, the ones that are very educated class for their actual class, that's what they do. But the rest of us who are kind of fighters, we tend to get class done, go and do some fighting.
Some of us more feral than others.
Well, I mean, I'm a dragonborn here, so feral comes with the primal nature of, and I'm one of the black. I'm a black dragonborn, so yeah. It's, primarily red and black dragonborn on the island I come from. So, Yeah.
Well, if you give off a lot of body heat, you're gonna find me cuddling up to you over a lot.
You just haven't seen the other side of me yet. That's coming. Usually comes out when I get pissed.
Wait, what class are you again?
I am a fighter.
Fighter. Okay. Like,
Yes, indeed.
Actually, since I wasn't here at the beginning, I need to change my schedule.
Oh, yes, because first of the month, so you can change your schedule. One second,
Yeah.
let me get up.
Dice color, body. Go.
Party schedule. Okay,
Dark
what are you
red.
changing?
Remove athletics and acrobatics. Put 2 into survival, 1 into investigation.
Oh, 2 extra into survival and 1 extra in investigation?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anyone else making any changes to their schedules?
Not at the moment, no.
Actually, I saw you make the changes and then it reverted.
Okay.
You made the changes, but then when you locked it again, it reverted back to its original.
Son of a.
So how do we do it?
There. I like those colors.
Oh, you little. Okay.
Pretty dice.
Let me try it this way.
Nice. I mean,
Okay.
good color.
Now.
I like the color. Good.
Okay. Do you want to make the changes on yours? Because I think it's
Sure.
locked because it's on your inventory sheet right now.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Still muted? No. Okay. I would like to change
Nope,
mine too,
same.
if possible.
Okay, I'll.
Or do you want me to just send you like a message of what I want?
Yeah, and then I'll fix it after.
So it needs to be 12 hours or 12 in total?
12 in total, yeah.
12 in total, okay.
And I'm going to just open up a notepad for myself here. Okay, weird. It's.
Ignore that, sorry.
Yeah, you can just. Yeah, you can send it to me on Discord or. Actually, yeah, Discord will probably be the easiest. Just let me know once it's sent and I can copy it over then. All right. Anyone other than those two that are making changes?
think I'm good.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular of the party that we need higher of, like nature, medicine, that we're lacking?
Maybe animal handling and someone to specialize in a wagon, but I think Soul might be taking specialization in wagon driving. Can't recall.
Yeah, I switched one of my skill trainings for wagon driving.
Actually specialize in smithing.
Mm.
So figured
Actually,
that
how
would be
far am
handy.
I with my classes right now? Sorry, did I interrupt?
No, I just got to scroll down to where you are.
Yeah, I was kind of curious myself as well. I got to be getting close.
The wagon you're moving along, considering you just started on it not that long ago, you are nearing a point in another one, but I don't know if you'll get it before the winter break. Gargan or Andraki? Which one of you was asking?
Andraki.
Okay. I really need to reorganize this alphabetically so I can find things easier.
I see a Derark.
Okay. Draki. You are nearing a point where you're going to get a decision option for one. And you're also nearing getting your first proficiency increase from another.
Okay. And those are probably going to happen after the holiday, I'm guessing.
Most likely, because there's only 2 more weeks, then you guys are on break. So you won't get class time for the last week of the month.
Okay. And since I picked up that book, how far would I have gotten into it?
Gargan?
Andraki.
Andraki.
Yeah, the book
Oh,
on...
your history book?
Yes.
Because
I would probably read it anytime I can.
Yes, you are less than 10% of the way into the book.
Okay. Well, I know
that was accounting with you reading it every chance you could get.
Yeah. Well, I know I wanted to specifically go to the areas that pertain interests in my character.
Yeah.
Would I have gotten those chapters done, or?
Because there's not really broken up into the way the book is written. It is based on timeline.
Okay.
So it is broken up over multiple chapters.
Okay.
For those. A lot of the references that you're looking for are more so footnotes, which is how you caught the first one, because it was a asterisk footnote at the bottom of a page that you just happen to be open to.
Okay. All right. I was just curious if there was specific chapters or anything.
No, not enough that you
would be able to find what I want to
narrow
look
it
for.
down. Yeah, specifically in an instant. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'd probably just continue reading it until I gotta bring it back. And then probably when I come back, I'll re-sign it out and continue reading it.
Yeah, and same, Mrs. Gargon, same for me. The books that I got, obviously, I'll be spending, just
which one were you? Because you grabbed like 3 books.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. I think one was massive and was written by Collingsworth and Martin, right?
Yes.
And then there was another that was see. Perfect magical formulas. That's the basics of magic structure.
That's the one by Martin and Collingsworth.
Okay, so that's that one. And then what's the other? What's the other one?
Your basic herbalism book and your guide to herbs.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm just gonna start tackling the Martin Collingsworth, as that's sort of the marquee book.
Okay.
I mean, I'll still do the classwork and all that, but sort of any free time that if I'm not mentioning anything, it defaults to reading that.
Okay.
For my smithing classes, I would probably look for books on advanced smithing techniques and stuff. Different folding metals and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you need to go to the library to look that up, most likely.
Okay. All right. I'll probably do that then. I probably head that way at some point or another then in the day.
All right. So we'll say you've been sitting around here chatting. So it gets to be about 1. Miss Faunhopper sees you all are still here in the admin office. Sol and Zin, make a perception check.
Please let me roll better this time.
Oh,
Oh god, that's.
Then went out for a cigarette.
Okay.
You could probably just roll for her.
I will. 1 sec. Let me get there.
I don't know if that's enough.
Oh.
Zin
No, Saul, you miss it, but Zin does notice that as Miss Faunhopper puts down her book and takes off her glasses, her face is crimson. Before she excuses herself and heads out. With a little sign on her desk, "I'll be back in an hour, F you."
Leave the building. Care to join me? I think she seems a little pissed.
I would probably, after we're done, head to class. Or no, wait, there's no class today.
Nope, no classes today.
Yeah, and there's no melee crystal, so what am I going to do? Because I always go to the melee crystal when there's nothing else to do.
Well.
Well, you said the Grand Arena is still open, correct?
Yes, but it's required to schedule matches between full teams.
Ooh, okay.
And in the Grand Arena, it is not a crystal. It is, if someone dies in the Grand Arena, they died in the Grand Arena.
Okay. Well, that's not going to work right now.
Well, if we don't have any class today and stuff like that, is there anything you guys have been working on as of late, mission-wise, that we still need to accomplish?
I think we have any. Nope. Sorry. I don't think we have any active quests right now, do we?
Not that I'm aware of. Not handed out by the staff, at least.
We could actually find some short we could try to find short on-campus things we could do for like quick cash.
Yeah. See if any buddy on campus needs help with some chores or something.
I was planning on doing some gardening.
What do you guys wish to do? I am at your disposal.
Actually, I think Sol's gonna head to the library for a bit. She hasn't actually been there for books for a while.
You know what? I'll join you on that. I actually need to go pick up some books on smithing. Perfect opportunity to do so. So, yes. I'll join Sol on that.
Probably head back to the dorm, grab my book, and sit under a tree and read. There's something else, other than maybe going to the mess hall to get food first.
Well, I second that thought. All
We'll see you all in a little while, I guess. You guys would actually notice that Soren has a bit of a jaunty walk to him for such a masculine dragonborn. Like, he's ripped beyond most comparative. Like, you could tell that his father pretty much made him hit the gym almost every damn day. So, but I walk pretty jauntily for such a big guy. You know. Well, up to God, this place has the books I'm looking for. What are you looking for there, Sol?
Looking for another trap book. I'm almost finished with the one I'm currently reading, and I want to see if there's a specific direction I want to go after this.
Traps? Whatever could you
Yes.
learn traps for?
Well, previously I was learning it to assist so
Sybil?
Sybil. I had a dead brain moment right there. To assist Sybil with her roguish activities, but
Oh,
now it's merely a matter of having someone who has a little bit of knowledge in the area, so that we're not completely blindsided.
well, understandable. I mean, a few fights I've been in, traps come in handy. Gives you a good upper hand and a few things. My father showed me a few that I could probably show you later on. He come from a long line of warriors, so traps are a big part of battle for us. But I've never found anything I couldn't solve with this handy-ass axe my dad gave me before I came here. So, just would like to know how to
Assistance?
repair it. Yeah.
I still wouldn't be taking any. I still wouldn't be taking anything out currently, but it's good to know where my interests could lie in the future.
Yeah. You know, having an open mind, it's a good thing. I just have to learn how to smith because it's a family trade. So, kind of an honor to the woad, if you get my drift. Anyhow, guess I should check in with the librarian.
Okay. No worries then. All right, so Saul and Soren are going to the library and everybody else is going to get food?
Some
Okay. And
Yeah.
and the library and the mess hall are in the same building, so it's a quick little jaunt over there.
Yeah, I get to the mess hall. I'm probably just going to look around to see who's all there and kind of get a feel of the mood in the mess hall.
Okay. Let's see who's here today.
You want me to roll a perception check?
Sure.
Okay. If I can click on the right one.
All right. People you know that are here. You do see Darren and Bim at their usual table. You do note Frederick Shadowraid at his back table with his crew. You see Sandra Angelo is back and seated at a table next to Frederick's. And you see Zorlet and the Goblin contingent at their table. Other than that, not a lot of the people you've met yet.
Probably nod acknowledgement towards the goblin group that I seem to have a pretty good rapport with as I'm getting my food.
Is there any seafood on the menu?
No.
No tuna surprise, eh?
Nice. When I see food, I will eat it.
But what about chicken?
Chicken is food, yes.
Or are you asking if there's chicken on the menu?
I was just kind of being a smartass.
All right.
I'll get a mixed plate. Even if it costs a little extra.
Yep.
Mixed plate is a good safe choice sometimes if you don't know what you want.
It will be an extra 5 silver, but yeah, you get a chicken leg, you get a slice of roast beef, some potatoes with gravy.
Oh, now you're
Done.
making me hungry, dog. That's not right. That's not fair. That just made that damn sound so good. Damn it. Food issues.
Did anybody else come to the mess hall besides just me and Quark?
I believe Gargan and Zin. I think it was just Saul and Soren that were going to the library.
Oh, okay.
So I will have asked the librarian if there's any books on advanced smithing and which direction that would be, since I haven't officially visited here yet.
Librarian is an elderly woman who just basically starts asking you, well, what you say you need advanced smithing class. What do you know how to make?
Right now, I'm proficient with everything from short swords to long swords and battle axes right now. I'm actually looking for books on how to make spears and lances next.
Actually, you're not proficient in those.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing. She asked me. I don't know.
Crafting
Yeah,
and use are two very
Yeah,
different
if
things.
if you go to your journal,
Okay.
there's a list of the smithing recipes you know.
That would be more helpful. Thank you. What is that? Talent options?
Nope,
Or-
under journal, and then there's
there it
literally
is.
smithing.
There it is. There it is. Okay, I see it right under there. Oh, okay. So I know how to do the iron bar, steel bar, and daggers and stuff like that. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Okay, so redacting all that, I would tell her basically what's on the list, so I don't for time saving purposes.
And she would simply go, "So you're a beginner?"
Well,
Okay.
yes, but I'm looking for advanced beginner techniques. You know what I mean? Something a little more challenging for my palate.
She basically points you to go around the corner to her left, and just, if you follow this, you'll see third row down
Okay.
is an entire section on crafting guides. Simply look for one that is in your nature.
Well, thank you very much, ma'am. I shall do so immediately. You have a good day.
And
I
you.
will see.
And she looks up at you, Saul, and you, dear.
So I think I mentioned this earlier, but Sol was browsing mostly. She's not taking a book out this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, Soren is now off in crafting land, so he will be at that for about
You
an
see
hour
a
or
number of guidebooks, literally just how to make blankets, how to make leather armor, how to make quivers and arrows, any manner of thing. There is one smithing book in the area. Literally, it is the basics guide to smithing. It's a hefty little book. It weighs about 9 pounds. Or sorry, 6 pounds. Sorry, the dyslexic popped out there.
Is there extra copies of it that the librarian would potentially let me buy one of?
You can go and ask the. Yeah, you can bring it up. There, you can see about 5 or 6 copies are there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask her about if I can buy one of them, and I'll check out books on leather making and arrow crafting. If there's any rangers in the party, I don't know.
Those are different skill than smithing, though.
Okay. Oh, those are on different skill levels. Sorry. All right. I don't know. Maybe something on short swords and.
Yeah. Well, this is more of a guidebook. This would be teach you how to make a few different things.
Yeah, anything to my nature, I would probably have grabbed it and just.
Okay. This is the only one that stood out to you in this section.
Okay, I'll just grab that then. I'll ask her
So,
about it.
So, are you looking to sign it out? There are extended sign outs due to the approaching break.
I was actually wondering because I noticed there was about 6 copies of it over there. If I could purchase one. And I will pay the value cost of the book.
And you should just see her examining it, checking to see the quality that it's in, condition. It does have some wear. 40 gold pieces.
Done. I will hand her the money. All right. Well, thank you for your time, miss. Appreciate it. And as always, have a wonderful day. That will bring me down to.
I'll take care of it. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
Done.
Oh, oops.
Oh.
There you go.
Then I got to fix it on the other one. That's why.
There it is. Yep. All right. Cool. And I will proceed to the eatery or the
mess hall is just downstairs. Literally, it's library's up on the 3rd floor, and the mess hall's down. Well, technically down in the basement.
Okay. Well, I'll go down there and grab a bite to eat and proceed to read, and that'll be my time for the next hour or two.
And let me just add this in under you, so you got your.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I'm just stretching. Sorry.
All right. Saul, if you're looking for anything while you're browsing, just let me know. In the meantime, yeah, you get Soren, you get down there, you see everybody's seated at a table together.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, when I sat down, I'm going to make sure that I'm facing Frederick Shatterwright.
I wonder if he would even recognize you.
No, but as I'm eating, I'm just going to be like glancing in his direction for time. If he ever kind of like locks vision with him, I'm going to give him a big toothy smile and wave at him.
I'll probably see Soren coming in. I'll wave him over to our
So
table.
just let me know if there's that opportunity.
Let's see here. Let's see if he notices you. Okay, yeah, he does. So you get your opportunity when he glances up and sees a giant cat.
Yo, fucker.
And as you grin at him there, he looks at that purple sash that he wears. And you can see the hamster spinning on the wheel as he looks from the sash that he has to you.
That's fine. If he intends to give it any more thought, I'll keep my attention on him. Otherwise, if he just goes back to whatever he was doing, that's fine.
Yeah, you could see it just was like, just sort of contemplating they're the same color, but trying to figure out the differences. Because his is very smooth and yours is fluffy.
That's okay. Need to keep up friendly relations.
Yeah. He basically does a back and forth like 5 or 6 times, then shrugs and goes back to his food.
Okay.
Well, I'll sit down at the table and how's everybody's lunch so far?
Meaty.
Well, can't say my father's cooking's any better, but yeah, no. It is at least it's edible, right? That is the key. Sometimes I wonder if that lunch lady is trying to poison us or not. I noticed, Quirk, you... Huh?
You tried to tune a
Actually,
surprise.
funny story. That's kind of how I got like this.
Oh.
Well, that's an interesting twist on that. Okay.
I'll avoid the meatloaf then. Quirk, I noticed you look like you were giving somebody a stare down.
No, not so much a stare down, but just keeping friendly relations with the local riffraff.
A little bit more of a howdy do.
Oh, a howdy do, is it? Well,
as I joined this college when I was a goblin, he didn't much take a liking to me, and I've been kind of returning the favor with some friendly passive aggressiveness.
Oh,
That's a wee bit of an understatement.
I'll make sure he receives a wedgie later. Clean and clear.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. He's apparently nobility, but
I am too.
well, then have at it.
I don't start fights unless he starts one first, but
Give it time.
oh,
Well, since he's known to start fights,
I'm
I'm sure the opportunity will arise.
But for the other half of me, I hope not. He doesn't want to see what it's like when I turn the fire on.
As soon as you say fire, did you sit down next to me or like across from me?
Across.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, no. I was just curious. I'll proceed to just open my book and read.
Well, everybody have their afternoon full.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably would say. What's the weather like right now? Sunny is for normal.
The sky is a little gray, and the temperature has taken a noticeable dip.
Well,
Yep.
in that case, after lunch, I'm gonna head over to the school's garden and see if they need help winterizing it.
Yeah, I'll also probably go. It's light enough that I'd be able to read outside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd go out,
So-
I'd grab my book and sit under a tree, but every once in a while, look at the sky and see how bad the weather gets.
Okay. So Quark, you're going to check on the garden. Who's reading?
And Drake, yeah, I'll be
And
under
Drake,
a
yeah.
tree.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably join him sit on the other side of the same tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna go train with my weapon in the, for lack of a better word, dojo, if you would.
We'll decide in the future after she finishes the trap book, she'll read up on locks, the different types of locks and how to break them open. But right now, like since she's done browsing, she'll probably take out her trap book and try to finish it.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna read so 3 of yous are reading. Soren's practicing with the blade. Quark is tending to the garden. Zen?
I think what I would do is see if I can try to figure out who left me that note. I'm curious.
Okay.
Shit. So, do I notice anybody in the gym while I'm practicing?
Well, that would be in the skills building, which would be in like the classes, and there's no classes today. The only place you could really go do that would be in the hallway at the melee crystal.
Okay. Yeah. That would probably be where I'd. So I'm still learning the layout, so yeah. Wherever I go, wherever I'm allowed to go train and do that
Yeah.
in my spare time.
Yeah, it's. So you've been to the melee crystal a few times, and usually you just walk in and various individuals in dark corners waiting to get into the various chambers. There are 2 security guards standing in front of it, double checking everyone before they enter. Like doing full pat downs and waving some type of weird orb in front of people.
Well, no evil intentions here. Just simple morning workout or good afternoon workout.
Yeah, they basically just go over you and they stop you for a second, seeing that you're alone, and they simply tell you, no sparring with anyone in the hallways.
Gotcha. Will do. Just simple exercise for the afternoon. Just got to keep my strength. So that'll be all for me, and then I'm off to my dorm for rest and relaxation or whatever.
After a few hours of gardening, I put my dusk exercises into the Discord there.
What kind of stuff do you garden on your stuff? What's your premise on that?
I would just refer to it as agility training.
Ah.
No, it's I'm trying to learn nature training. That's why I work in the garden.
Nature training is good.
So I learn about various plants, and as I garden, I get a passive
Are you
experience.
a ranger or a druid or something?
I'm a monk.
Monk's good.
Yep, but my mother's a druid.
That's cool. That's awesome. So hey, right on. Well, that's actually definitely a useful way to go about that. I like that. Damn. Oh.
Okay.
But yes, the rest of the party has gotten used to me. Every once in a while, I will take to chasing the local fauna around the grounds. Ever since my transformation.
He calls it agility. He says it's agility training. I call it squirrel tactics.
Drake told me, and I was so excited when I heard that you were a cat for like ever.
Well, the only thing I was wanting to know on while I was training around, do I notice any female dragonborns or other like me?
Okay, 1 second. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm just
gotta establish some rapport here, considering my storylines.
Yeah.
That's okay. You can say it out loud. You're just a little randy.
Honestly, it's not far from the truth for my character. He has an issue that only a certain thing can cure, and that's about all I'm going to say.
Oh,
And it's not what you think.
Saul, you finished your trap book, actually.
Yes, finally.
No, you had finished it last session.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That
That
is
was what
okay.
you started
I was sure I
rereading it
hadn't.
again.
I was sure I hadn't finished it. Did you actually? Did I? It's been a month, so I can't remember. Did you tell me that I finished the book?
Yes.
Fuck. Damn.
I just marked it as identified now for you, so you can see the effect, but the effect is already added to your sheet as well.
Darn. Whoops. Okay. So can I like run what just happened?
Well, you had wanted to look up find a book for locks.
Just yeah, the various types of locks and how to pick them, basically.
So that would actually be studying to become proficient with thieves' tools.
Be fine. Like I imagine thieves' tools is a bit broader than that, but like.
Okay. But yeah, you just want to basically get a gist of. One sec. Let me.
X is really high, so it's kind of a shame for me not to take advantage of this.
Well, I mean, I have a 20 strength, so I feel where you're coming from. I bench press hill giants for fun.
What the? Okay.
My dex is
Apparently.
19.
Damn.
And I'm a
I don't-
bard, so like.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's double sneaky. Bards are just naturally, tricky at times. Very party intriguing characters, but also some of the most stealthy little rascals you could ever want to fuck with. And trust me, they will mess you up. Bards are not to be taken lightly in D&D. They really are lethal. Pretty surprised at actually how powerful bards are. Still one thing I haven't played yet, though.
Sorry to interrupt, but Andrew, yeah, can you lock the dogs in there with you?
Yep.
Okay.
And Drickia is in the doghouse?
Okay. Okay. Just dropped that book on your sheet, Saul.
Guide to locks.
Yep.
Okay. And this is the library book?
Yes.
Alright. So for sake of this, I'm just gonna put the Friar Albert's Guide to Traps in my room. And when do I have to return
that one
the
you can
library book?
return. That one you can return. You've already gotten the benefit of it.
No, I bought the book.
Oh, you bought that one.
Yeah, like I went to one of the canteen, like the
Oh,
stores.
right, that's right. Yeah. I remember now.
Yeah, so I'll just put this in my room and stop carrying it. I'm done. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'd probably be started to read this one.
Yes, and I'm noting that now.
Thanks.
All right. Who else was reading? Okay, Gargan and Drakei, Saul. Was Zin reading? I don't think she has a book.
No, I don't think she was.
No. Okay.
Her nurse is here to change the
Yeah.
dressing, so she's going to be away for a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of figured. So I was trying to look through to see if I had anything listed. No. Okay. All right. So about 2 hours of sitting outside there, and the sky darkens a bit. And who is it? Gargan and Drakei. You're the one sitting under a tree, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The sky darkens to the point that you can no longer read as you watch, and the first true signs of winter, the first snow has begun.
Oh, looks like we're going to have to cut this reading short.
Early fourth meal.
Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, how much of the cold do we feel? Like, is it like?
It was a little chilly when you went out. It has dropped in just 2 hours. It has probably dropped about 15 degrees Celsius.
So probably be best to grab some warmer clothing.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. This came in a hurry. This is.
Would it seem unnatural?
Neither of you are from north of the mountain wall, so you wouldn't know, but definitely from south of the mountain wall, this would be very unnatural.
Is there a staff member on duty that I can ask if this normally happens?
You can look for one.
I'm gonna roll a perception and see if I can
Since
5
I'm
minutes.
also outside tending, the garden, chasing the fauna around.
Yeah.
When I look up at the sky, in my lifetime, have I ever seen something like this?
Yes.
Am I good at roll perception to find a teacher?
Sure.
To ask if this is normal?
Garky, you don't see any of the teaching staff out, but you do spot one person you could ask, and that's Felix. Felix the Tiny.
All right, I call out to him in a friendly tone and say, "Felix, how you doing?"
And the half giant lumbers over to you, and I am well.
Hey, are you from around near here? Particularly from the north?
Yes.
Yeah, because this is my first winter in this area. Seems like it got cold pretty quick. Is that normal for around here?
You can see he looks up, sniffs the air a bit, and looks down at you and just sort of shrugs. He's literally just covered in his furs right now, and just seems normal. It's still fairly warm.
I turn to Drake. I go, I guess it's gonna get colder.
Aye.
He just
Uh,
looks at the ground. He looks at the snow, see if any of it's sticking, and you see him just start counting on his fingers, and then counting back, and then forward again. Back up at the sky. Holds up his hand with his thumb, his ring finger, and his index finger. 3 days. In 3 days, we will have snow. Raises a hand to about halfway between his foot and his knee.
that's gonna get. And then, so what's that like to our neck?
Should say like our chest or neck.
This would be somewhere in your mid hips to your waist.
Would he
Wow.
happen to
Does
know
that?
where to get some warm
So
clothing?
up to my neck then.
Yeah, up to your neck. And you see he just looks and by the end of the week, you see it back down to like his ankle. It's still early. It comes in ebbs.
Well,
But
good
come the
thing.
solstice, and you see he just breathes in a deep breath, and you watch as a cloud that covers, like you would expect he had to have some sort of smoke to blow out this much of a cloud. The brisk awaits.
Oh. So this time of year is called the brisk.
Mm. That's what Guinea calls it.
Yeah. Well, we were about to just get a snack at the dining hall. If you want to join us.
You see he looks up at the sky. Perhaps another time. I still on duty.
Fair enough.
And he leisurely walks back across the field.
Now, question: in our dorms, do we have winter gear, or are we going to have to buy that ourselves?
Well, the dorms will stay fairly warm. But walking around, if you didn't bring clothes with you for it, then you might need to get some.
That would probably be at whose?
Let me see if it's in the basic item shop or not.
Yeah, and so, I turn to Drakia, and I'm sure we're both thinking at the same time that we'll need to tell the rest of the group what to expect, and it looks like it's good that we have some massive books to get us through the next few days in the dorm. Maybe get some extra food up there.
Well,
and sort
Clark and Soul are used to this.
Well, then we'll be like, well, why the hell haven't they told us?
I think they just figured most people know how cold
Nothing
it
to
gets
be
and how
concerned,
heavy
yeah.
this. Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's winter, duh. Soren, who's never seen snow, this will be a bit of a shock.
Yeah, we better tell the others then, especially our new friend, and maybe sort of like prepare for a brief siege. So warm clothes, extra food.
Well, I'm sure there's ways to get around when the snow falls.
So, yeah, if you guys some point run into me, you'll notice that I have pain because I'm in a little bit of like, oh, what the hell is this bullshit moment. I'm now in a fiery visage. And I look completely different as I showed in the pictures that I sent on Discord.
So you now look like your Discord picture.
I'm on fire.
Oh.
Ghostwriter, look at visage going.
May recommend a mood stabilizer.
Either that or for snow removal duty.
And now under the quartermaster's basic items, there is closed winter.
What in that? Why is it bleeding white crap all over us? What is this? Does anybody fucking know what this is? I've never seen such bullshittery in my life.
I bought myself some winter clothes just to be safe. Because if it gets cold, it starts affecting me. That's not going to be fun. Which I don't know how much it's affecting me right now.
If you hadn't run in to buy them, it might have started to be a little something. It's and Drakei, for you, this would be it's down to like -2 Celsius.
I'm also going to buy a set for Dargan because he's with me. To bring to him at the mess hall, so I just bought another set to give to him.
Yeah.
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a set of warm clothes today.
All right. So yeah, you guys meet back up in the mess hall where There certainly were some students still just wandering about like it's a normal day outside, but you see a large contingent has now gathered in the mess hall.
I'll be like, here you go, Gargan. Here's your winter clothes.
Thank you. How much were they?
It's fine.
5 silver.
It's fine. I don't care.
Well, thanks.
I'll
Also,
just, mark that I only have one in my inventory, though.
Oh, it's actually there's a.
Well, I bought
2. Yeah, you got 2 there, right?
Yeah, I bought 2, and I was just going to give them 1.
Thank you. I noticed the new featured dorm credits, and yeah, how easy would it be to put the put the icebox in the room for 2 credits?
I believe there's a catalog in the dorm credit section.
Yeah. But it's as simple as just purchasing it, right? It just happens.
Basically, yeah. I'm trying to remember. Was that under notes or stories?
Journal.
Be under journal, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm trying to remember where I saved it. I think I put it
Oh.
under stories. Yeah.
With my new physiology, the tunic and the duster, how much extra protection am I going to need from cold?
With you between your fur and the duster, this is probably fine for you. If it gets any colder, you'd probably need winter clothes on.
Okay.
Oh. Soren, are you still in your unleashed form now in the mess hall? Oh, he's away. Oh, there he is.
I'm here. I'm back.
Are you still
yeah,
in your
no,
unleashed form in the mess hall?
Yeah, I probably would have walked in a little, like, out of sorts with myself because of the weather change.
Change back?
Yeah, I would probably change
Okay.
back.
All
Just
right.
just in the nick of time, probably where maybe some of you would have seen it. I don't know.
Give me a perception check in the mess hall.
Oh, those of us that are in there, or
just Soren?
Oh, okay.
Shit. Ding. 20.
Okay, 2 things catch your eye. The first you notice is a statuesque silver dragonborn. Simply sitting in a corner with a whetstone sharpening her longsword. The second thing you would notice is someone watching you.
Would I recognize the person watching me?
Let me see if you do. Let me see your sheet again for your journal. No, you do not know this person. A human female, black hair, and an ornamental rose sitting in it with pale, almost ghost white skin and blackish red eyes. And the eyes are wide at this point, just watching you.
Yeah.
And I'll revert.
Yo, what?
God, I do like a weird chant that I learned to basically cool it off, and I'll just revert back and just, God, I hope nobody saw me do that. Wait, who the? Oh shit! I'll kind of pretend like I don't notice it. people just saw me because I'm gonna just try and play.
This is the only one that seems to have noticed you and a bit awestruck, but at the same time, she is literally just licking her lips.
Okay, well, Soren is gonna.
And the minute you look at her, though, she looks away.
That's typical. Now, I'll
And you
I'll
can see
take
she
it.
looks like she's speaking, but she's sitting alone.
Oh. What the heck? Okay. I'll approach the silver dragonborn female and like ask her about her sword and what, if it her family history, or just start conversation if I can. Maybe. I don't know, I'm pretty damn shy.
You approach, and she glances up and freezes midway through bringing the whetstone along the blade.
Sorry, no, just noticed you got a pretty cool sword there. Sorry. God, that was stupid.
You can see her lips are moving, but nothing is coming out. Just if you really focus, you could. She is speaking.
Mm-hmm.
It is just so quiet that it is undetectable almost to a normal decibel.
I'll lean in.
She
excuse me.
towers back.
Oh, sorry. I just didn't. I couldn't hear you. Sorry. Name's Soren. Just wanted to introduce myself. Gods, I hope you didn't see what I did back there. It was embarrassing.
She just looks around like.
Yeah. I'll leave you to
looks at her sword and just goes, "I am Belissa."
Pleasure to meet you. I'll let you get back to sharpening your weapon. Fine weapon, by the way. And I'll take my leave, feeling rather stupid in my interaction because I'm that shy. Was never versed in the ways of talking to a lady, so out of all my training. That'll be where I leave that one.
Okay. So yes, make your way back to the table where, well, not the same table. You guys had to find a different one because you guys left and came back. But those of you that have come back, you are able to get a table all together.
Oh. Interesting view of the sky today. What the hell is that? Can anybody tell me? I've never seen this.
You've never seen a dark sky before?
I've never seen stuff come from the sky like it is now.
Snow.
But snow. It's like,
yes.
Feels like it's an icicle out there.
Well, it very much is. When it gets cold enough, water turns to crystal and it falls out of the sky.
This is a form of sorcery on the sky. Is this someone we
No,
need to kill to stop it?
It's a natural phenomenon.
Oh. Well, we don't get that where I'm from. It's pretty hot.
Must be very tropical where you're from.
It is. It has its good points and its bad. You wake up sweating like a dog sometimes, but...
Well, you'll have to endure this weather for a season.
Balls. Well, Good thing my mother was a red dragonborn. And my dad was a black one, so guess I got a little bit of heat to me, eh? One thing you guys would notice is I have one red eye and one gold eye. By the way, that's a very distinctual trait in my family.
Good to know.
Just in case it ever comes up as a question. So, might be weird, awkward talking me eye to eye sometimes.
Well, everyone finds it awkward to talk to me.
Well, I was never well versed in social applications, so being
Well,
a prince of my
not many people around here are used to talking to somebody so fuzzy.
well, I actually find you quite entertaining. Never even seen one of your kind before. What
Well,
are you, anyway?
until a month ago, no one I didn't even see my kind before.
Shh. Well, ain't that a
This
kick in the ass?
appears to be a racial transformation.
Huh.
I was born a goblin.
Oh, no, that I've seen before. Well, I mean, you're...
No.
No. I have to say that's, kind of an improvement in some cases. I mean, I've never found goblins to be a bad thing, unless they were a bad thing, but... Yeah, this kind of suits you, too.
And now I'm growing into my own skin, I guess you could say.
Hey. Well, now that's a noise I've never heard. Sorry.
Well, if you on a cold night, if you have a lot of body heat, you may see me sleeping in your vicinity, making this sort of a noise.
Oh, jeez. Whoa. Okay. Well, there's an awful lot I don't know about the word. How many elves are in the party? It
3.
seems like
Yeah, because technically I am an elf, but I'm a half elf. So
I would have told the 3 elves hello in Elvish, and it usually astonishes most people that I could even speak Elvish because of the fact that I am a Dragonborn. But yeah, not a very common language where I'm from. But my father saw fit to verse me in multiple cultures. So I would have told you guys hello in Elvish, and anyway. I just didn't know that this guy could do that. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
Anytime.
Well, God, I wish my hand would stop itching. Hell.
All right.
So, have you guys seen many battles and done like what kind of things you guys like to generally adventure on? What you take?
Well, like to is not something we've had an opportunity for. It's mostly need to.
Hmm.
We've
I
had
see.
a few brushes with death, both on campus and off.
Can understand that one. I nearly lost a horn once to a bullet. Came charging clear across my father's estate once, and luckily some of our stronger warriors at the time put it down rather quick, but I was merely a child at the time and came about a foot away from stepping my horn right off my head. It was the only one I had at the moment. I was rather fond of it.
Sounds exciting.
Ugh, terrifying. Damn thing was bigger than my damn castle. We have a big castle. At least to me it was. I was merely 4. Bullet, I would imagine, looks pretty big to a 4-year-old. But that was most adventure I had when I was a child. Most recent battle I was in before I came here was me and my father were hunting, and we came across a wolf in the. It was a rather large one, a dire wolf, I believe. Me and my father didn't know really how it got on our land, but apparently someone imported the damn thing and it got loose. So we killed it on our land, and that was a pretty savage fight for a minute. I actually got my damn near my leg torn off in that one. I'll show you the scar of a humongous bite mark right on the side of my thigh. Yeah, right there. You see? Bastard damn near tore us right off. Oh, father got him right in the fucking neck though with that axe of his, and whew. I've never been covered in so much viscera before. Sorry. Probably a little too much detail. What's the outer towns like? Do they have any bars, entertainment of that sort? I'm still
Well,
kind
there's
of
a city to the west that has such amenities. I was raised in a village to the north, which mostly serves as a farming community and some hunting. And there's a city to the east as well that we haven't visited yet.
I'd very much like to explore some of these places with you guys. Well, sorry, I seem to be talking your guys' ears off here.
Well, that's okay. We should learn about each other, so there are no misunderstandings or surprises down the road.
Well, you guys probably heard me earlier speaking about well, I'll at least tell you this much. On a particular day, my father was hosting court meetings. I'll tell you this so that there is no secrets between us as future party members. So that way, in case you ever see what happens to me, you'll understand. I've yet to find a way to reverse it, but back to what I was saying. My father came to court with a warlock one day, and he initiated terms with my father that my father basically told him to piss a rope on. Basically didn't like it, told him to fuck off. And with that, the warlock's final doings was to curse me. And curse me with a visage that only someone with a pure heart could love. So, that is my dredging the awful pre-hood, which is why he sent me here. He figured my still being young and as burly as I am, figured I'd have no trouble finding someone suitable to help that.
Some Taborka.
Basically.
Oh God.
For the love of God, please don't.
No.
Yeah, you don't want Andraki slappy seconds.
Wow.
I've only been fondled, okay?
Steep.
He
Steep.
practically almost ate you. Like, what do you mean fondled?
A Dragonborn can get ferocious.
Oh, I bet, but it's not a Dragonborn.
So can Borka.
Apparently. She damn near ate him. Gotcha. Unfortunately, though, I'm a shy bastard when it comes to the opposite attraction.
Oh, I'm sure she'll meet you eventually.
Gods. I'm not in the mood to get eaten. That sounds dreadful. And I'll take a fat sip of wine after that.
Are they serving?
I don't know if they or whatever is
Generally, alcohol is not.
not based on the. Okay, well, sir, royal whatever we get. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just take a fat sip of my drink and just. So what about the rest of you? What do you guys like to study? Soul, Zen, Gagan, all of you. I'm getting your names right, am I?
Yep.
I don't.
Yep. Yeah.
Good. So
Well,
where's my social?
speaking of the near future, how would you respond to cold? Is your inner fire enough to sort of deal with it, or is it going to be problematic for you? Because we just learned from the locals here that that it gets freaking cold and it's going to happen very quickly.
Really, I will say this: if you were to see my other form, it doesn't hurt other people, unless for some odd reason I will it to. I don't know. I've managed to gain enough control over it to where it does keep me pretty damn hot. So, someone tried to hit me with a fire attack once, and while I was in that form, and seemed to just make me hotter. Not in an egotistical way.
Understood.
So no, I don't think cold would be a problem for me in this manner. As a black dragonborn, I particularly hate it. That was rather discomfortable. So might go pick me up some furs later. Because to hell with that bullshit. If anybody wishes, I would. Do we have fireplaces and like common rooms like that? Where we can put a fire on and sit back with tea and stuff. I don't know. I'm just curious. But like, no, I'm probably gonna.
Oh, maybe
There's
that's why I didn't. Okay, one second. I might not have added that your sheet then.
Anyway.
There's the breakdown for the dorm credits. It's
Dorm
on your
credits.
journal now.
Yeah, because if it's possible, I'd probably spend 2 credits right now and put a fridge in the room.
It's going to eat up a large chunk of your space. You would also probably have to spend 1 credit to get the extra 10 feet of room.
Sure.
Okay.
Because I'm envisioning, maybe where people could gather, store their food, and maybe do the rooms have fireplaces? Never asked that.
They don't, but the temperature is
Sort of
more
set.
or less managed.
Because
you'll find out how well when it gets down to -30, but
yeah. So yes, my plan for now would be to stock up a little bit, get the extra room, get the fridge, put some extra food in there, and have a place where we could congregate. If it gets so cold, it's like you can't even go out. Can't even run across to the mess hall. So I guess that would be 3 dorm credits and however much cash, whatever you think, as far as some food in the fridge.
okay.
Thank you.
All right, let me go to your inventory here. So,
Gargan, you just buy a beer fridge.
Right.
Well, we could certainly put some beer in there, but I was
Yep.
thinking of something more nourishing. But yes,
Get the keg.
sort of getting basically.
Isn't the fridge 30 credits? Dorm
Toga
credits?
party.
I thought it said 2.
No, that's Forge.
the forge is 30.
Forge.
Oh, okay. That's me not
Fuck
having my
me, damn.
glasses
I'm gonna
on.
Save up some big
That
ass
would be-
credits for
That would
my
be unfortunate if you
forging.
ordered it online and they put a Forge in instead of the
I'm gonna Amazon my Forge.
my Forge.
I'm gonna say the icebox is 2.
Fridge, not Forge.
Yeah, it's a
I'll be
5
alright.
it's a 5 cubic foot, takes up 5 cubic foot of space, and it's literally can hold a few things there. It's like a small ice box. It's
Yeah, whatever whatever the perishables are, that will go in there, and we'll have the non-perishables nearby. But
okay.
sort of the ant and the grasshopper. I forgot which one I'm trying to be.
I was gonna say, packed tight. You could probably put maybe 6 days worth of rations in it.
Yeah. Whatever could be reasonably fit to prepare for let's say a week or something like that,
Nice.
and of course extra for everybody.
That is straight college person thinking. I'm by the fridge and the big screen.
The fridge, yeah. And I've already stolen the M from the McDonald's and put that up on the wall too.
You're damn right.
So 1 sec here. Let me see here. So you have your ice box. If you're just looking, what are you looking to store there?
Basically combination. Whatever. I would fill the fridge with whatever perishable things there would be, and then maybe more like, I don't know, because there's probably no way to cook it, but stuff that doesn't need to be cooked, but maybe perishable, cheeses, that kind of stuff. And then
Okay.
And then also, stock up on things that wouldn't have to be refrigerated, like, breads and rations and that sort of thing.
Okay. 1 sec here.
I think I'll do the same. I'm gonna stock mine up with meats, cheeses, and breads as well.
Who's that? Soren?
Yes. So I will spend the dorm credits for that amenity as well.
Okay, so that gets you down to there, and then
Pretty much in just the same context he is. Is there any amenities to get us a disco ball in our dorm rooms?
Not at present, no.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody know dancing lights? There we go. Dancing lights, crystal ball. Boom. Party. Well, yeah.
Okay. Gargan, to stock up your stuff, it's going to be 5 silver and 11 copper. And
Done.
under an entry in your journals, you'll see my room. It lists what's there and what you paid.
Okay. Did you take it off already? Do you want me to take it off?
I can take it off. I was just making sure, confirming the price with you before I did.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll have bought a few fancy meats and cheeses and stuff just for some variety, but not by much. Just probably like 10 gold worth, maybe, if that's doable.
That might be a bit excessive.
Or well, the opulent nature in
Well,
me, I
that would
guess.
be fine meats and cheeses.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
We're
I'm
gonna
just
have him
trying to
open
play
his
the
room
kind of
and
the
just toppled
vile-
with cheese.
not that much fucking cheese. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking come out looking like a queso dip here in a goddamn second.
I was gonna say, Dragonborn, have you been reading a lot of Goblin Slayer lately?
Oh boy.
You have an affinity for cheese?
You know what? In real life, honestly, I probably eat more cheese than I probably should. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Bad American eating habits. Swear to God. Us Californians. Oof. Just can't see past our colossal double cheeseburgers and stuff like that.
Well, my family's from Scotland, so I'm a
Fair.
first generation Canadian, and we, as long as it's deep fried, we don't give a shit.
Fair. My first nationality is Romanian.
Because
All right.
what's one thing Scotland eats for breakfast? Oh, blood pudding. Okay, deep fried scab. Thanks. Delicious.
Right? Hey man.
Actually, it is.
If only you knew some of the stuff that us Romanians eat. Knock your socks off.
Okay. So yeah,
Eat
both
people.
of you
Just play.
Both of you have your upgraded rooms now.
Oh.
And I've taken care of taking the coins off.
Keep thinking.
Actually, wait, did I?
Mine is adjusted. It was yeah. I had 86, now I'm down to 78 on gold, and
Okay.
Yeah, looks adjusted. Check
Yeah, and I did yours already, Gargan. Okay.
How big is the spare room if you buy it? Is it the same size as the current room, or?
Well, you got to see what one would look like. It's about
Fuck yeah.
10 foot by 10 foot. Because you saw Kurt had one.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if he added more to it or not.
He had it more to his actual room, and the base room would be 10 foot by 10 foot.
Okay. So
Uh,
if I add the spare room, that would be another room that's 10 feet by 10 feet. The normal room is what, 20 by 20?
Yeah, about well, the normal room is more like 25 by 15 with a 5 foot by 10 foot bathroom attached.
Okay. So can I add a spare room and then add 10 feet onto my normal room and onto the spare room? Or is it only work for the normal room?
No, you can expand the spare room too. So wait, and this is in Drakei, right?
Yeah, because it says 1 credit per room. I'm guessing per room.
Well, 1 credit per 10 square feet added to a room.
So 1 credit is 10 square feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, trippy. Interesting way to go about it.
Because I don't really know what else I'd spend my credits on. So it's like, hey, let's make my room bigger and add a room.
Oh,
All right. So
Unless you're saving up for an actual forge.
Yeah, because I'm stupid.
or the kitchen with a working sink and stove.
Oh, so the kitchen would just be an added room then?
No, that's it.
That's
It
all.
basically comes in, yeah, as a side room into whatever room you're putting it in.
Okay.
And that's why it says, and this includes, you would also have to spend the credits for the amount of space, either 10 foot or 20 square foot, depending on how big you want the kitchen to be.
Kitchen to be.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Well,
You can have a 20 square foot kitchen and a dorm. That's actually kind of nice. How do we earn dorm credits?
You
Probably-
earn them in the first of the month with your regular stipend.
Okay.
The amount varies depending on what you've done in your classes and what you've done in terms of jobs for the college and any missions you might have gotten extra bonuses for.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, can you give the dorm credits to anybody, or are they just only assigned to you?
They are only assigned to you, but as I mentioned, once you get to some of the later options, there is an option to merge credits together and spend them on joint space.
Okay.
Such as common rooms.
Oh, okay. There it is. That was the curiosity I had earlier. Okay.
So if we desperately wanted to forge, we would not be able to combine them yet, right?
No.
You got to be
but-
another level of this to combine them.
Well, yeah, if you had a combined shared space with a common room in the middle, and you expanded that common room to make room for the forge, you could then share credits.
Okay, I get it. And that common space isn't available yet.
No, because it's 25 credits per person linking into it to begin with.
So saving up credits in a certain amount in certain ways is beneficial to everybody at a certain
Yeah.
go around. Makes sense.
Okay, I'd like to do a shopping trip to the quartermaster. There's a few things
Okay.
I'm going to exchange.
All right.
So I'd like to get 3 rations and 1 set of winter clothes. And I'd like to sell the potion vial that I have There's no value for it, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
Potion vial.
Yeah, when I imbibe healing potions, I save the vials.
Ah,
So I'll have to figure out a value for that because I'm sure it's they're worth something. And then I'd also like to sell my set of common clothes and a set of common white clothes. And the club. I never use it.
okay. Let me see here. So I need a notepad to figure out what all you're selling here. All right.
You able to use any weapons?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much any simple weapons, but
Oh, so
my martial arts is much more effective than any weapon that I could wield.
oh, okay. Because I was curious. It's like,
Oh, and besides, I'm wearing a bandolier of darts.
is fair. I meant like if someone gave you like a quarterstaff or something.
Oh yeah,
that you'd...
quarterstaff, clubs, probably like any simple weapon, and any monk weapon if we ever come across them.
I usually associate quarterstaffs with monks because almost any, if you search up monk, usually they have a quarterstaff or them. So
All right. So let me find your clothes here. So the regular common clothes.
And the white ones. And then the club that's below that.
Yeah. Check. It's the same. They're the same. Okay.
The potion vial is up in my backpack.
Okay.
And I'm purchasing the winter clothes and 3 rations. Should be about break even except for the cost of the potion vial, whatever we're going to assign to that.
Well, the stuff doesn't sell for the same price you buy it for.
I know.
Uh,
Should be about half, right?
it varies depending, but yeah, for the most part, it's half.
Okay.
Down to a quarter, depending on if they're overstocked or.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So it'd be 20 silver for what you're buying, and
Actually, it looks like the vial is purchase price is 1 gold, so I guess half that.
All right. Collectively, for all that, he can give you 5 silver and 5 copper. So that'll bring you down to 14 silver and 5 copper that you owe.
Okay, I'll have to. What's the conversion for Electrum?
1 equals 5. Someone's like, I'll do that right now. That gets you to 14. So,
Might as well do all 3 Electrum converted into silver.
all right. There, you're all converted up. You're selling the club. Where is that? Okay. The regular clothes, the white common clothes, the club, and your vial. Winter clothes and rations. Okay. Do you already have rations on your sheet somewhere?
In 2 places, I can divide it up.
Okay. I'm adding them to the ones in your backpack just to make it easier for me.
That's fine.
All right. All right, you're set.
Much appreciated. I still can't believe I ended up being the first person in the party to be capped out on magic items.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Totally worth it, though.
All right, so you're all set. Anybody else need anything?
At the moment, I think I'm good.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I think I'm good.
Did you move your microphone down?
And, very-
Barely. Now I can.
Still kind of sounds like you flipped your microphone up.
That's weird.
Okay, that's better.
Oh, yeah, but it's weird on this thing. I have to replace my headphones soon.
What was that?
What was what?
I don't know. I heard something just come over the my headset.
Well, that was timed with me entering something into the general chat. Was it some sort of
I also sent you a,
notification?
Ah,
I also sent you a whisper.
yes. Okay.
That seems more likely.
Okay. All right.
Damn, out of coffee again.
You lied to me.
That's one magic item I would wish for IRL is the tumbler of endless coffee.
Okay. Thorin, you should see something that just popped up on your screen. Just let me know if that all makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It generally makes God's perfect sense. Okay. Just I need to. The girl, Silver Dragon, her name was Melissa. Or I couldn't really hear her. Sorry.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah? Oh. I don't know what is going on with my mic right now. This being funky.
All right.
Sorry. What was the Silver Dragonborn's name?
Oh, all she said was her name was Bel Issa, like Melissa, but with a B.
Belissa? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was just making a journal entry for her.
Ooh, how romantic.
Indeed.
All right. So yeah, you guys get through your second lunch.
Sorry.
So yeah, you all get through your second lunch just fine. What is everyone doing from here?
Happen to notice a creepy red-eye girl is still hosing me down with her vampire peepers.
Make a perception check.
Oh boy. Here we go. Aha. 21.
If basically you're keeping an eye over towards where she's sitting, and you watch as every now and again she does glance back at you. But eventually her friends do join her. One of which you do recognize.
Aha.
The Bubblegum Princess.
Okay. Her name. And which one was that again? That would be
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay. Oh. Aha. Remember my nickname. She's the most engaging to be ability socially events at the college. Oh, okay. So this red-eyed peeper is friends with some of the popular females at the school. Gotcha. Is my mic not coming in again?
No, yeah,
You're good.
yeah.
Okay.
So
All
yeah,
right. Okay. And I'll just be like, I'm gonna jot. If you care to talk more, I'll be in finishing up reading in the library, and I'll drop that on her table as I walk out of the restaurant, for lack of a better word, right now because my brain doesn't
what
work.
on the table?
It's a note, basically telling her if she wishes to talk more, I'll be in the library reading. At least for the next hour.
Okay.
And I'll just walk out of the cafeteria, for lack of a better word.
Okay, Zin and Saul, I need perception checks.
Oh, come
Ooh.
on.
Wasn't bad.
Uh,
No, but my luck with my rolls today is just middling.
Yeah.
All right. So Saul, you don't quite notice this, but Zin, you watch as Soren leaves and hands something to a very familiar face to you. Mara.
Sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
I am sensing no recognition.
I'm having a hard time remembering who Amar is. I'm sorry.
The one that brought you back to life.
Oh.
And you watch after Soren leaves as she looks from whatever she was handed to the door, to Sarah, to her hands, to the door, to Sarah. Before stuffing whatever she was handed in her shirt and going back to talk to Sarah.
Can I pull Saul aside and tell Saul what I see, and maybe she can get that object? I want to know what it is.
Da, 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 da. You know what they say, curiosity.
Hey, Saul, want to pick a pocket?
You know what? Sure. Let's do it in Sybil's memory.
Oh
Alright.
God.
So I go along with Zen immediately.
Okay.
Oh, good goodness.
So I'm wondering if I can like provide a distraction of some sort.
So Zin, are you Soul? Are you doing this on your own, or
where's
I was-
where's I just want to know like where people are positioned and what like
he's sitting at a table
Getting-
across from Sarah and Cora? So they would be looking at you if you came up behind her.
so a distraction is almost certainly needed.
Pretty much, yes. And you're not reaching into like a pocket. You have to reach inside of her shirt.
It's in her scoobers.
It's in a booby pocket.
Okay.
Oh
Pretty
no.
much, yes.
Oh no, what's a booby pocket?
Hey, you know what? I would
Um
have to say that's a clever trick for women these days. Good on you guys for thinking of that.
They're our best friends. Nothing ever leaves.
Okay. Who's the target again?
Mara.
Mara, and she hates me, right?
From pretty much every interaction you've ever had with her, yes.
Okay.
Shit. Bitch, ho.
Because Sarah is nice to you.
Oh. Dangles. Damn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's on now.
I'm thinking for a second.
What I was thinking
If
out loud,
go ahead. I'm good with a suggestion here.
kind of like be Mara's like myself, go up to Mara and like try to be everybody's best friend and like just provide a distraction for Soul to like grab and run. And then like
I mean,
I don't
like
know,
the
trip her
thing
or
is,
something.
I have. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see inventory. I have my disguise kit on me. Do I know if Mara has like sensitive senses?
You have no idea.
Can I identify her race? Like, do I know what
He is.
race and class?
She is human. And yeah, you would have had the class identified for you from previous interactions as a warlock.
Okay, so probably not like. So she probably wouldn't like be able to recognize my scent or something if I was careful. So if I went through a disguise kit and I tried to look completely different from myself.
Oh God.
And with a distraction from Zin, I could try and like be friendly enough to slip an arm around her shoulder, and then with and see if I can
Oh God.
feel that way.
Okay.
Got 15 minutes.
What did I just walk back to?
So are you going outside to do this?
No,
The disguise kit, I mean? Or
like,
are you doing this in the middle of the mess hall? Okay, yeah, you're going out
I
in
would
the
definitely
hall.
be
Okay.
using this guy's kit Like, yeah, I cannot. Why would I try to show everyone that I'm getting a disguise? That's not.
I don't know. I just you didn't mention any steps in between, so I was just making sure.
No, I was talking about the broad plan. I wanted to get Zin's agreement
Okay.
on this.
So yeah,
Is this another caper?
it could be.
Okay.
So you step outside.
Wait. Zin agreed to this, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure. That's why I was saying all this aloud.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, I have an option too, because I really want to know what that is.
Oh.
Because clearly
Alright,
it's movie worthy, so it's important.
So I'm doing my utmost best effort to perfect my disguise to make sure no one can recognize that I am Soul.
Okay.
And I get Zin to spot. Actually, does Zin come out with me? Actually, she probably should come out with me so that like when it doesn't look too strange for both of us to approach that table. So like I would get Zin to spot check me on my disguise to see if she can pick out anything that would identify me.
Is this all happening in the cafeteria?
No.
Outside.
Oh. No, I meant like I don't even know what's going on.
Okay. Basically, I handed Mara a note because I had noticed that there was two people looking at me. One was the Silver Dragonborn and one was her, and I didn't know
Well,
who
the Silver
she
Dragonborn
was.
was looking at you. You spotted her.
Okay, I spotted her. But no, I also noticed that this red-eyed girl was looking at me and noticed she was doing it again. So I wrote a quick note saying something, to the effect of, which these two don't know. I said, meet me in the library if you want to talk more. I'll be in there reading. And I handed it to her.
Wait, I got it. Zin, I got to ask something for your opinion.
Okay.
Do you think it'd be better if a male slung their arm around Mara's shoulder, or would she be more acceptable with a female?
I think you should be more more welcoming of a male, like a flirtatious thing.
Okay, yeah. Then I got a different thing.
I can't believe it. But anyway, yeah, they're going through all this length to try to steal the note that I passed to her and walked out on.
Okay. Yep.
This is literally, that's all the note says.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yay.
That's all that note said, but you guys don't know that.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Okay, let this play out then. I completely misunderstood what was happening. I'm sorry.
Nobody thought that, hey, maybe we should just ask Soren what that was. Like,
well, he's already gone.
When we see him again, no, you guys are just like, nope, this is Mission Impossible, and we're going in.
It's a booby letter. I was
at least I'm not the one doing the dumbest thing this session.
No, I'm having fun with this.
Okay.
Well, the thing with Soren is he's trying to find true love, and he doesn't know if any of these girls are trying to kill him or trying to flirt with him. I don't know what the hell this look was about, so that's where I'm gonna leave that. That's as far as you guys can get to know it at the moment until you ask me more.
It's probably because you're a dragonborn and there's probably not many of you around, so they're like, ooh, who is this new guy that we're just like...
Hey,
well, he's not new, he's been there.
Yeah,
no, I know.
I'm pretty good looking. I mean,
what was great was his opening line to the girl was, "I really hope you didn't see what I did back there." It was the wrong girl.
Yes.
He went up to the one who didn't see it.
I was just embarrassed. I was just embarrassed in general. I was like, oh God, I hope.
Hello, I'm Soren. I'm trying to repopulate my race. Would you be interested?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well, I've got more than enough horns for this business. Sorry, that was inappropriate. Anyway, I'm way more of a gentleman than that, ladies and gents. Excuse me on that one. Oof. Ah. No, anyway, yeah. If you guys wish to play that out, though, no,
I'm
by all
curious to
means.
see where this goes.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
curious
To
to see if
lie,
there's no
I
Love
am
it.
too.
Let's go. Well, you two initiated it, and I
So-
mean,
It's the same day, isn't it?
follow
Yes,
through.
this is like 6 hours later.
So what I do then is I bring Zin. So Zin and I. Wait, no, okay. If actually Zin should probably stay in the mess hall. Then if we're doing it this way, I just discussed something with
Yeah.
with God. We briefly clarified something. So Zin's gonna stay in the mess hall, and I am going to approach Zin first, and Zin's gonna drag me over to the table with our target. All right. Got the
Alright.
plan?
Yeah, sounds good.
Um,
The rest of us are just in there watching this. This is amazing. Is there popcorn?
No,
Um,
there's no popcorn.
Damn it.
There is
so,
peanuts.
Oh, I'll be sitting there eating peanuts
So-
like I'm eating popcorn. Just watching this unfold.
so Soul makes her way out of the mess hall. Makes sure to take a couple minutes, and she completely changes her appearance and appears as, let's see, where is it? Here we go. Someone entirely different. So you see, so sometime after Soul disappears, like a little bit, like few minutes, because it's unreasonable for someone to change so quickly. You see a tall, red-haired elf approach you then, and he doesn't look remotely familiar. Does she actually recognize me? Can she pin down who I am? Or does it take me
No.
approaching her directly for her to pin? Okay, so I approach her. And I say, Zin, how long it's been? You still remember me, Ralos?
Yes, how's it going? Tricky.
So who's the rest of the group here? In fact, it's like I haven't been on campus very long. Can you introduce me to the rest of the people here?
Absolutely. So this is, Mara, and then I go around the table introducing everybody, and
And then you drag us over to Mara's table.
drag you over to Mara's table and introduce you to everyone over there. And awkwardly look.
I think what you'd be doing is the best way to do this would be you specifically dragging the other two into conversation, because Mara's unfriendly, but Ralos, being completely shameless, he throws an arm over Mara's shoulder and watches you talk with other people.
Okay, so you throw your arm around Mara?
And wait for a moment when Zin catches Mara's attention to slip and try to get that note.
Okay.
I can't believe you guys are going through this much trouble for that.
Like, why the hell not, right? I guess at this point.
I'm just sitting here, just
Almost
quiet as a tune, just
instantaneously
like
to an arm wrapping around her and her looking up and seeing Ralos.
stealth mode.
He immediately transforms. as her eyes open and the rows of black blood drips down from them, and she grows about a foot as her limbs extend, towering over him now, snarling
is this
down at
Mara?
him. Yes. As she has gone fully into her form of dread.
Oh shit. Okay. Abort
A
mission.
dragon?
Oh.
A
No.
dragon?
No.
What did you say she transformed into then?
Her form of dread.
Form of, I don't know what that is. Form of dread?
Yes.
Probably
It is
upon-
what she's. It is what she started to transform into the first time that you spoke to Sarah in front of her.
Oh my god.
Probably seeing this,
I'm
I'd probably
so good at
get
I'm
up
so
and be
good at
like,
drawing her hatred.
what's going on?
I'll just go like,
It's me.
She
well,
begins to speak under her breath. One sec. Let's see if anybody understands what she's saying.
It's probably demonic, isn't it?
Does this mean the date's off?
Hell, Karis.
Sorry. Exorcist too much? Whoop. She just went full demon on you, man.
Cool. I don't know that language.
Not here.
I actually speak Infernal.
Only in
Nope.
your Unleashed.
Yep.
And you're not there anyway.
Nope.
And anybody have comprehend languages?
Soul does.
Carlos, like hands in the air, backing away slightly. Whoa, this, you don't have to go insane like that. Just saying no is fairly, it's enough.
I was just gonna get up and go over because
This is
I
funny.
recognize Zin. I'd be like, whoa. Clearly, I don't recognize Soul.
Immediately from across the table, Cora pulls out her flute and begins playing.
Oh,
While
shit.
Sarah just starts going, calm, calm.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm trying to figure out how Mara Stormwind turned into a Dragonborn. At all.
She didn't.
What's that?
She didn't transform into a dragonborn.
No, I meant because she's not. I mean, I had her down as human.
Yes.
Okay.
He said in kind of, it's like what, probably more like a demonic form?
Yes.
Almost channeling like her patron.
So Mara
Yes.
got the note, but she's not the silver dragonborn that
No.
that Soren wanted to talk to. She just intercepted the note and grabbed it, or somebody gave
No.
it to her.
No, he gave it to her because she was watching him when he came in and staring at him.
Oh, okay. So okay, it's got it. Has nothing to do with the silver dragonborn.
No.
Got it. But was she the dark-haired one with the red eye and the
Black and red eyes, yes.
yes,
The one that helped Zin when she died during the whole
yeah.
zombie attack.
Yeah, the one that fed Zin her blood.
All right. So she's a warlock. I tell the guys.
Oh, she's clearly something.
Yeah, my notes say she's a warlock.
As she
just
went
trying
from
to help diffuse the
5 to
situation.
7'5" now.
Jesus.
A big warlock.
So, I would probably try to calm her down too, and feel like Mara, like, it's gonna be okay.
I realized something. I just realized something. We're in the mess hall. There is a no fighting zone in the mess hall.
Yes.
Why do you think we're trying to calm
Mara's
this down?
no? So Mara's clearly aggressive action right smack in the middle of the mess hall. Doesn't that attract staff attention?
Security is noticing, but security has no idea what that is. And a
Okay,
few
I
of
just wanna
them
make
are
sure.
not. The captain isn't there, so they're not jumping in, and Tiny's not there. So, who is there? Oh God, who is actually there for the security staff?
Man, this
Actually,
is
Soren, physically, how large are you?
oh well. That is. I will come to those notes here. Where the fuck are my notes? I'm 6 foot 275,
Okay,
and I'm
so
18.
not that big then.
Yes. Before she changed, she was 5'5", 135. Now she's 7'5", 135.
Yeah, I'll probably shout to air quotation soul. I think it might be best if you got out of there. The hell are you doing?
Yeah, so Ralos pretends to be very intimidated by all this going on and just keeps backing away and tries to slip out the hall.
Is Mara letting him go?
Who's the? Is it just Gort?
It clearly seems like she's got her intimidation point across.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, Gort and Karen are there. I was like, there has to be a second member of the security staff at the lunch hall if there's this many people there. I'm like, Gort ain't gonna get involved in this if he's alone.
And none of us can cast magic because the barrier that's on this place.
Yes.
Which has kind of got me wondering how the hell she was able to grow if she can't cast magic. Because I'm going to guess that it's a magic ability.
You would think this should have been prevented.
Yeah. It's also why I'm really trying to calm down, because I have access to none of my spells. And I don't have weapons.
So yeah, Karen runs up, Gort trailing behind her. Oh God. Slow, like Mara is taking languished steps. No, not blinking, just staring into Ralos's eyes.
You heard me say that he's trying to slip out. At this point, he's trying to disengage and escape the mess hall in general.
I'm going to pull a stupid move and probably a stupid move and step in between them.
Who's this?
Indrake, yeah. Someone who could take a hit.
So you're running across the mess hall
to try and defuse it and get in between the two of them, yes.
Okay, so you're running over there.
If Mara takes her eyes off me for even a second, I immediately try to stealth my way out the place.
Well, the only reason I would bound over there is because Zin's there, and she might get caught in the crossfire because she's the only friend that I know. Because I wouldn't recognize Soul, right? So.
No, you just recognize Soul as this guy named Ralos who came over and grabbed Soul for a minute to go over there before this happened.
Yeah. So, I'm like, save your friend, save your friend, save your friend. So, do you need me the
you make
check?
You'd be able to make it about halfway across the mess hall. Karen physically now in front of Ralos, trying to defuse the situation. Gort just sitting there waiting with his... What does he carry? With his Morning Star drawn out in hand now. Cora frantically trying not to stumble over notes on her flute. And Sarah just reaches out and grabs the hand of Mara, which causes her to look away. So there's your opening, Soul, if you're taking it.
Taking it.
Immediately going out the door, Mara looks down at Sarah, who's shaking with tears in her eyes, and immediately breaks from Sarah's hand and goes charging out the door. And blows right past you, Saul. Running at a breakneck speed, doesn't even care about you, is just getting out of the building now.
I'm gonna turn to Zin and be like, the hell was that all about?
So does Sarah not know this about Mara? Is that what it looks like?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, she knew
Okay,
that.
Well, so Mara's clearly having her own lifelong problems right now. I am going to turn back into Soul when Mara is out of sight.
Yeah.
And go back into the mess hall. And I go like, what happened in the 5 minutes I was gone?
Nobody answer, I guess.
Gort's just standing there putting his weapon away like, all right, don't have to do anything. Karen's running out the door chasing after Mara. Cora's put her flute away and is just sort of trying to calm Sarah.
I'm sorry, I just got mixed up with who ran. I had a whole different picture in my head. I apologize.
Mara, in her form of dread, bolted out the door, sprinted past Saul, and right out of the building.
Mara ran away. The big one.
Yes. Yes.
Because I had pictured Sarah saw this and said, oh crap, she's doing this again, and ran for cover. But Mara herself ran away.
No, what happened was that, like, Sarah has only seen Mara in the half-form transformation, so not the full transformation like this time.
Right.
And Mara very much likes Sarah, but Sarah has no clue that Mara likes her. So we're going through love relationship drama right
so
now.
Mara's like, I can't have her see me like this.
And the thing is, so she clearly looks monstrous in this form, and Sarah is like looking up at her, teary-eyed and shaking and scared, and so like now Mara is confronted with the fact that the person she likes has seen her hideous
on a bad day. Yes, a bad hair day, if you will.
You have caught me on one of my pantomimes.
Yes,
like
no makeup.
Long story short, it's Soul Inzin's fault.
Yes,
they're all just trying to steal my damn note.
Oops.
Oh.
I'm gonna Zin, what the hell?
She shoved her a note, and I wanted to know what it said. I don't think she would go that far.
You didn't think to, I don't know, bloody ask?
She's really going to tell me anything.
And who the hell was that guy?
A long
gone.
story.
I know, that's why I'm like, who the hell was that guy that came and got you?
Long
You have to
story.
know. He's a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. Don't worry about it. I
Yeah.
dragged him into this situation.
I'm like,
He's gonna be an ex-friend, what the hell?
I thought curiosity was supposed to kill me.
It almost
One would
killed all
think,
of us. Jesus.
Fucking wah-wah.
So
I'm sorry, what?
Fucking wah wah. That's funny.
So Gargan probably looks up from his book now, sees that nothing's going on, and goes back to reading.
Goes back to reading his book in the corner.
You're like the
Sees
dude in the
everything.
diner who just sit there reading his newspaper as like a big battle's going on. Just
Yeah.
Well, to be
okay.
fair, we
Guys-
are part of like an adventurers college, so we've seen some shit already. So it's like,
I just look up, make sure everything's okay, and go back to.
you just put the book down. Oh, demon. Okay,
Okay.
back to reading.
The library
this
version
makes
is
sense.
$5.
I think Gargoon was also probably thinking, well, there's a barrier, can't do shit. Poke you with a stick. That's about all I can do.
Good doggy.
7-foot tall demon. I have a stick. Nope.
I'm gonna probably
Back, foul beast.
I'm gonna ask
Pick.
the group that was with Mara if everything's all right. Like, what the hell just happened?
Sarah just sort of looks like, I've never seen her like that. And Cora is just beside her, like, just nodding, like, okay, yeah, that happened. That's it.
Interesting.
Do you think she would hurt anyone in that state?
I feel like the Emperor from Star Wars just sowed so much chaos. And I am not even chaotic.
You can see Cora thinks for a minute and goes, only likely to herself.
You perhaps know about where she might have run off to?
Execute Order 66.
Well, if she don't want to be seen, I'm guessing the woods.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the party and ask, do you think we should go and make sure nothing bad happens?
Karen Turner was running right behind her from the security staff.
Yeah, but I don't know how well they're going to be able to handle that by themselves.
By this point, I'm already in the library, right?
You've been in the library for a little while now.
Considering it's right upstairs, would I have heard any commotion?
3 floors away, with the
Just curious.
shop and the stables in between.
Okay, yeah, probably not then. All right. I heard probably a fucking moo and a ding-a-ling, and that's about it. Fair point. Gives me a good indication about how far away that is.
And the library technically is only 1 floor in the physical building, but it's 10 stories inside that room. In its own magical dimension.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No. Fair. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Not a clue. Not a clue about the chaos that you just left behind.
He didn't even leave it. It wasn't even his fault.
Right? I'm just, yeah.
Feel bad now.
Yeah, right? You should. Thing comes into the computer room. I feel bad now. You should.
Oh.
All right.
Do you think we should go after her? I'm asking her friends.
I'm pretty sure the guilt trip will come later.
Hora's just looking at you like, no, 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 no. Oh, fluffy kitty, no.
Fluffy kitty. Oof.
No, my ears perked to that and turned towards the sound of the voice.
And then looks at Zid and goes, you can see her thinking for a minute and goes, oh. I think the only one she's going to listen to is either looking down at Sarah, who still has not collected herself, or you.
Surprised no one's tried to ask either of them what you guys think that I handed her.
I don't know if they know.
Right? I'm gonna ask Zin if she wants to go after her. See what the hell happened. And she's giving me a head shake in the computer room.
A yes or a no?
Yes.
Okay.
So it would probably be me, definitely me and Zin.
Okay.
Just in case something happens and has some backup.
Yeah. So following outside, you get out into the hall. It is a very easy path to follow as you follow the trail that's been left of these tears of blood that have now reached the ground. Stepping out the front door of the utility building, there is about a foot of snow on the ground.
Oh, so that'll make it easier to track.
And a very clear trail of very large footprints with drippings of blood leading immediately out the door and then to the left into the woods.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna sprint after. I don't know if Zin's gonna follow right behind.
Yeah, and I watch them run out, and I just think to myself, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" And at a little bit of a distance, go after them just in case something goes down.
Or send your owl.
Well, he's coming along too, but yeah,
He's
clearly
just
I'm
sitting there
like,
thinking I might as well.
yeah, I'm like, I can't believe they're doing this, but I'll just go behind. So again, the more the merrier.
Meanwhile,
So,
in
yeah,
the library. Do 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 do.
So yeah,
Sorry.
15 minutes of the hour you said you'd wait will have passed by the time we get to the end of this, by the way.
Uh-huh.
This was a very short. Well, actually, 15 minutes. You said you'd be in the library for an hour?
I'd be in the library for about an hour or two, yeah.
An hour or two. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, you'd be there until probably then just before 7. So there's still some
Okay.
time. But yeah, you two and apparently Gargan running behind you now.
Mhm.
If you're keeping up the same pace as them, you're still going to be at least 60 feet behind them.
Can we make them out, or is it too
Better-
dark?
Better
Well,
than
I have
no
dark
feet.
vision, so that wouldn't matter. Would I be able to like make out their shapes or anything from where we're
You-
at?
Well, you are in the middle of a blizzard.
Oh, so yeah, very obstructed.
Dark vision isn't blizzard vision.
Yep.
I could see in all elements. I could
As
see
we
through
are now.
lightning.
As we now approach dusk as well.
Imagine what lightning must look like if you was to be able to look inside of a lightning bolt. Sorry. That'd be cool.
Okay, so yeah, the three of you darting off into the woods, following this very obvious trail. Takes you about 5 minutes to catch up to them. At which point you see Mara curled up on the ground, curled up with her knees pulled up to her chest, sitting with her head down in her knees, and Karen just sort of talking to her. Mara back in her normal form.
Okay. Is he like right next to her, or have a distance between the two of them?
Karen is literally right next to her. Literally has a hand on a tree, just standing over her, talking to her.
Can I make out what is being said?
Make a perception check
Okay.
with disadvantage if you're trying to do this through the storm at a
kind of
distance.
figured.
You're not quite able to pick up everything, but you're able to pick up things here and there, and basically just what you catch is you're very powerful, you're very beautiful.
Goose
You need to watch your anger.
I'm sure Sarah didn't see anything.
No, that did definitely not something that Karen would say. Karen is direct, but Karen is also
semi-nurturing.
Yeah,
I would know would know her name because we went looking for her after she brought Zin back to life, correct?
You had met Mara before.
Yeah, okay. So I would know her by name, right? Or
yes.
No? Okay. I'd probably call.
She threatened Saul the first time she met her.
Yeah, but I thought that was at the beginning of school when we weren't around her.
I'm trying to think if you guys were together by then or not.
I thought because I'm trying to remember if that was
You
before the first assembly.
you guys were together, but I don't think you. I'm trying to remember who was with her. I think she was with Sybil at the time.
I was going to say the most likely person is Sybil. If it's early in the campaign, yeah. Oh, so two people that aren't here.
Yeah.
I would probably call out and ask Mara if she's okay. As calmly and as nice as possible.
You see her glance up for a minute and just scowl at you. And then her eyes land on Zin.
Sorry,
You
I'll
can
say
see
that out
her.
loud again. Bitch.
She stands up, wiping her tears away, and sort of whipping her, like slapping her hand away to splash the blood off on the snow, and goes walking over to Zin.
I'm just gonna play stupid and just be like, "Are you okay?"
The look on her face basically tells you that you should already know the answer. And she follows that up with a simple statement. You can see a frown upon her face, just, I'll be cashing in that help now.
Oh shit. Okay. What do you need me to do?
She just grabs your hand and starts walking away into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Takes one glance over her shoulder to make sure you're not following her and Drakei.
I'm not.
Basically marches probably about 200 feet away to make sure out of earshot. Reaches into her shirt and pulls out the note. And just sort of looks at you and looks at it and goes, explain.
We wanted to know what was written on the note.
She shows you the note quick, just the simple thing that it's. Explain why. Why did my eyes follow him? Why did my eyes follow a him?
I'm not sure why your eyes followed him. Do I don't know the reason why, right?
Just recap it. The note just basically said to meet me in the library if you wish to talk more.
Oh. Well, I don't understand what it means. I think it's because, and then I just tell her, like, I think it's because he saw you looking at him and wanted to talk to you, and if you were interested in him.
But why did I look?
I don't know. Why?
I think she's asking you to help her reckon with her confusion about attraction.
You may be wondering, where can I get key crystals?
It's like maybe because she's
confused, yeah.
Well,
I think you just happened to glance in his direction and he might have gotten a little confused just because I know you're really into Hera and you might just, not catch up on that.
And obtain one key crystal free of charge.
And she just looks at you. You knew?
The reasons you may want key crystals
include
one to earn lost items, like the blade of the fallen.
But don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
400 damage at max level, and can summon the stealth.
I've asked the gatekeeper to guide me.
On screen. The bashing shield launches you to targeted foe and gains defense with each target.
The gatekeeper to guide you.
You can build up steel buff to extract loot from a foe.
He is who I serve.
You can also get legendary enchantments and weapon cosmetics. Even if you get one per day, you can also gain more.
Well, isn't the gatekeeper, like when I died, she brought me back and
the gatekeeper is your deity.
Yeah, as do I. What I said.
Halls, level 7, and being haunted halls, level 9. A key chest can
and he guided me to her.
Key crystals and thousands of key. There's also a rare chance
But the moment I saw that
you get
fire,
from a delta chest.
it was all I
But
saw.
You are able to like more than one. Can I put that in perspective?
She just looks at you and goes, I am not Cora.
Well, if you are curious of what he has to say, why don't I accompany you to the meeting spot and go with you?
She nods her head, grabs your hand, and just drags you back towards the utility buildings.
Okay.
I'm guessing they probably pass by us when they're going.
Yeah.
What would seem to be at the rate of a diesel truck doing like 90.
Then are you okay?
Oh, yeah, gotta go.
Okay, and I'll just let them go because I'm not going to try and interfere if she says she's okay.
Yep, and just marches you up the stairs into the library. Wandering around the library and spots Soren.
Oh, we're not done with that book. That's useful information, I guess, for the future.
Flip my knife, flip my knife. Flip it, put it in my bed. Shink.
Oh, well, hello. I see you came. Got my message.
Oh, gosh.
And she just looks at you and goes, you look different.
Ah. You noticed, did you? Well, I figured, given that you and one other person, the only two people I saw in the cafeteria at the moment, saw you staring at me. I was curious as to why. What did you see?
I saw the fire.
Yes, it's an awful curse.
It was beautiful.
Was it? How? Yeah, that was placed upon me by a warlock who came to my father's court, asking for 50% of our dominion. And when my father refused, the man cursed him. Cursed his son, me. It can only be broken by love of the truest nature. I called you up here basically because I noticed you looking at me, whether you care to admit it or not, which is usually the case, but
I was.
perhaps if you're free, we can chat more. I don't know if you would care to, but seems like we have something to talk about. I noticed you do have some distinguishable features yourself, miss. What is your name?
I am Mara. Mara Stormwind.
Ah. I've heard of the Stormwind family. Soren Lionheart. Normally I'm a little more shy than this, but you seem to put me at ease in some form or fashion. Who's with who? Which one of you's with her? Zen? Is that you're with her?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Curious. What brought you along with this, Zen?
Your hand has not been let go, so you could literally just raise your hand and see that Mara is just holding her.
Are Andraki and I just still stand?
I have a feeling you guys would have gone back inside instead of staying out in the blizzard.
We're not, we probably wouldn't. We
At
just
some point, yeah, at some point, I would have come up to him and been like, "Hey, what did I miss?" And eventually, I think we would get back inside.
I'd probably come across you on my way back.
Yep.
Because I wouldn't have known that you followed us, so I would like,
Well, no, he was only like 60 feet behind you.
Oh, okay. Well, eventually you would have come up on me.
Yeah. I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And now we just turn around and go back.
Yeah, and I'll let him know while we head back, probably to the mess hall to inform the rest of the party that everything's okay. And I would probably go and let Sarah and her friends know that Mara's okay, and her and Zin went somewhere together.
Well, seems. I hope my note didn't cause you any problems or too much hassle. I just merely wished to converse with you because you seemed like an interesting young woman. I feared it'd be rude of me not to introduce myself when I caught the eye of someone so interesting.
He just stares at you, unblinking, and just. Yes.
Well,
We can talk later.
very well, miss. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time. Most appreciated. I was just
Yes.
in a bit of a studying, so let me know a time.
Intriguing.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, very much. Please let me know a time you would wish to meet up again, and I will make room upon my schedule for such a event.
He looks at Zin and goes, "You know my pale bond."
Zen? Yeah.
I will inform her of any future meetings. Good day. She
day.
turns, come, and just starts dragging Zin behind her.
Bye, Zen. Have a
Okay, bye.
watch the desk. Okay. Shit. That invokes my curiosity, and I probably pack up not more than 5 minutes later.
Yeah. Mara, once you guys are out of the library, she lets go of your hand and just looks at you and says, "Your continued help at such meetings will be counted in the compensation you have received," and walks away.
Okay, bye. That was weird.
Hey, lady, love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the compensation. Bye.
Well, I didn't think my little note would cause such a ruckus, but damn, okay.
Probably wouldn't have if people didn't jump the gun.
Ruckus has been made.
Questions. You can ask them before you take action.
You know, they are supposed to be like real life people.
Yes, but a misunderstanding of who the note was for and thinking it got stolen by somebody is different than just.
Oh, good heavens.
I said oops.
No,
Oops,
it's
totally.
I mean, I would understand, you guys just only met me, so, you'd be like, what is he up to?
To be
I
honest,
guess.
all I heard, okay, to be honest, because my head's like everywhere right now. And I heard note going into the chest area, and I was like, oh, it's a secret. I want to know what it is. And that's what I fixated on, so.
You're
Yeah, I mean, that's
fucking
fair.
nosy.
I am.
Damn. Hey, you know what? Good on you for being able to admit it, though. I mean,
So, future, no pun here, note to selves. Do not hand out notes in front of Zin without telling her first.
yeah. While I was packing up, I kind of get the notion that somehow one of them might have gotten the inclusion that I passed the note to her and became curious, which is what I've seen happen at other schools I guess I've attended. I don't know.
Not just schools. That's pretty much just in general. If
Yeah, no.
there's always somebody who's watching, and
Right.
that's something in 2 months here, you definitely would know. Or actually, 3 months here now, you definitely would know that. No matter how private things seem to be, someone always seems to be watching.
Dang. Okay.
I'm going to try to find Soul and offer to help polish her armor after all of that. I feel like it might need to be cleaned.
Seeing as she might have accidentally soiled herself, yeah, probably.
For real, though. Bonnie!
Did I miss anything?
Well, we've had one hell of an afternoon.
So you have, yes, it's 6 hours ago you were at an assembly that you immediately after met Soren, and this is what's taking place in a quarter of a day. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. On that note, I think we're going to call it there. Hopefully, our missing piece will be with us for the next session in 2 weeks, and we will get through, hopefully, a less insane form of chaos at that time.
Mm-hmm.
No
All right.
promises.
Keeps their nose out of my notes. Fine. Yeah, that was great,
All right.
though.
Yeah.
Love that.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. I'm going to leave the server up if anybody wants to make notes. Actually, I'll just leave it up overnight.
One thing, I did read the latest note from Mom, but you put it into my inventory instead of into my journal.
Because that came from the parcel with your thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
One sec.
Well,
Where?
I have to say it was very fun playing with everybody tonight. This is definitely an interesting campaign.
Yeah, leave it up to Zin and Soul to make things interesting.
Um,
Now that we don't have Sybil, I guess Zin's taking that part over with Soul.
So I'm assuming from the Silver Dragonborn that she was a little shy herself and gets kind of wrapped up in what she likes to do. And Mara, I'm getting the sense that she's a very, very straightforward young woman with a very hyper mysticism to her.
Mara is different.
Complex. She got some unsettled issues there, I can see. Or at least so I heard. But then again, don't we all? So, I mean, shit. I get angry and I turn into a flaming dragon skeleton, so. Life is life.
Well, if we're ever venturing out into the cold, as long as you do so, or preparing camp, keeping the rest of us warm.
Oh, trust me. When I get into that form, you guys will be warm, but it won't burn you. It literally won't cause you physical damage.